Alright guys, this is my third attempt at this video. Just seem to have more pieces that keep adding things on, so I'll try to cover everything in this one. Bleeding the coolant, the intercooler, I'm sorry, the supercharger coolant system. I had a rock hit my radiator and ended up disconnecting and letting air in the system. So now I'm trying to bleed it. I bought this device from Amazon. It's a vacuum pump that works off of your compressor in the garage. There's a coolant line you can see that goes to the bucket where the coolant is. Now there is another line here that goes to the filler neck here. So this is one of the two filler necks on the LT5. I tried this one, I tried that one, doesn't really seem to make a difference. This is a 1-inch internal diameter vinyl hose. I made a little spiral loop inside there so that it doesn't collapse, because when I draw vacuum, it tends to collapse and it does not give me a reservoir for coolant. So this is actually stainless steel. I want to say it's like 3/8 maybe brake line. I just made a little loop and put it inside there so now it doesn't collapse and it holds a little bit of coolant here in case something comes up. So let's show you how it works. I also wired a pump here, the cooler pump. I tapped the fuse, the 15 amp fuse that's right there. I tapped this terminal that's closest to my finger there, as opposed to this one. You do not tap that one. It's got to be this guy right here, okay, on that fuse. So then what happens if I connect to that little bolt right there? That's a positive. You can hear it kick in. Okay, so that's how you kind of run the coolant through the system. And so now I'm under vacuum. I got about 10 or so, well, about 8 inches of mercury of vacuum there. You can see small bubbles still coming up. So I'm gonna run the pump and see if the bubble flow changes at all, and then we'll increase the vacuum a little bit. So you can see there's still some bubbling out. It's still bubbling a little bit. I was doing this for, I don't know, a few hours now. So let me just increase the vacuum. I'll show you how to do it. I'm gonna put this down. Pretty much, you open this venturi so the air starts flowing and creating suction. Once that's going, you open this valve to start putting vacuum on the system. So I'm gonna do that. I just have to put the phone down and then we'll try to get a little bit more vacuum out of this. Okay, got a little bit more vacuum. I'm now at around 15 or so. Bubbles are still coming up. Pump is on. A bigger bubble just came up. And that's pretty much it. The vacuum is still holding, so it's all the bubbles of air that are in the system are expanding and making their way out. And because if this system is under vacuum, the bubbles expand and they take up more volume, so it's easier to get them, easier to capture them through this hole here. So that's about it.